Welcome to our channel, Mukalarivu. Today, we're going on a journey through the fascinating world of numbers. And no, don't worry, you don't need to be a mathematician to enjoy this trip. We're going to uncover 20 mind-blowing facts about numbers, from the mundane digits you use every day to the vast, almost unimaginable concepts that make up the fabric of our universe. So buckle up. Get ready to have your perceptions challenged and your curiosity ignited, because things are about to get numerical. Let's kick things off with a big fat 0. You might think 0 is simple, just nothing, right? But it's way more complex than that. For centuries, people didn't even have a concept of 0. Think about it. How do you count something that isn't there? 0 revolutionized math, allowing us to write numbers as we do today and forming the foundation for algebra and advanced calculations. Plus, it's the only number the Romans couldn't figure out how to write. 1, the loneliest number? Maybe, but it's also pretty special. It's the start of it all, the building block of every other number. And get this, it's the only number whose written form is in perfect alphabetical order. Weird, right? But 1 is more than just a starting point. It represents unity, individuality, and the fundamental building blocks of, well, everything. Ever heard of a Google? No, it's not a misspelling of Google, though the search engine did get its name from this. A Google is a 1 followed by 100 zeros. That's a huge number. It's so big, it's hard to even imagine. To give you an idea, there are estimated to be about 10 to the 80th power atoms in the observable universe. That's a lot, but a Google is still way, way bigger. 4 is a pretty cool customer. It's the only number in the English language that has the same number of letters as its numerical value. Count them. F-O-U-R. 4 letters. That's some serious numerical linguistic symmetry going on there. But 4 is also about balance. Think about it. 4 seasons, 4 elements, 4 cardinal directions. It's a number that represents stability and completeness. While we're on the topic of 4, let's head over to Japan for a moment. You see, in Japanese, the word for 4 sounds a lot like the word for death. Because of this, the number 4 is considered pretty unlucky. People avoid giving gifts in sets of 4, and some buildings even skip the 4th floor altogether. It's a fascinating example of how culture and numbers can intertwine. 7. The world's favorite number, according to some surveys. And who can blame them? 7 has a certain mystique. There are 7 days in a week, 7 colors in the rainbow, 7 wonders of the ancient world. It pops up everywhere, often with lucky connotations. Coincidence? Maybe. But it's fun to think there's something special about 7. Ever heard of a perfect number? No, it's not a number that looks good in a tuxedo. In math, a perfect number is a number that equals the sum of its divisors, excluding itself, of course. 6 is the first perfect number. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. Pretty neat, huh? Perfect numbers are rare and have fascinated mathematicians for centuries. They're like the unicorns of the number world. Let's hop over to China for this one. In Chinese culture, 8 is considered super lucky. Why? Because the word for 8 sounds a lot like the word for prosperity or wealth. You'll see the number 8 everywhere during Chinese New Year and other celebrations. It's a number that embodies good fortune and abundance. In Hinduism, the number 9 is deeply revered. It represents completeness, perfection, and the divine. There are 9 planets in Vedic astrology, 9 days of Navratri, and 9 deities in Navagraha. It's a number that reflects the cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth. 10, the big 10. It's the basis of the decimal system, the number system we use every single day. Why 10? Probably because we have 10 fingers. We count on our hands, and 10 became the natural stopping point. It's a simple explanation, but it goes to show how deeply ingrained numbers are in our lives. 11 might seem like just another number, but it has a special place in the world of prime numbers. A prime number, remember, is a number greater than 1 that can only be divided evenly by 1 in itself. 11 is the first repunate prime, a prime number that's made up of all ones, 11. There's something undeniably elegant about that. 12, the number of completion. Think about it. 12 months in a year, 12 hours on a clock, 12 zodiac signs. It's a number that represents cycles, wholeness, and the natural order of things. Some cultures even have 12 gods or goddesses, furthering this sense of cosmic balance. 13. The number that sends shivers down some people's spines. It's considered unlucky in many Western cultures, leading to the infamous triskaidekaphobia, fear of the number 13. Some buildings even skip the 13th floor. It's just a number, but our superstitions and cultural beliefs give it a powerful hold over our imaginations. Back to China for another numerical adventure. In Chinese, the number 14 sounds a lot like the phrase "will definitely live." Because of this, it's considered a very lucky number, especially for older people. It's a number that symbolizes long life, health, and good fortune. 15 might seem unassuming, but it has a magical side. It's the magic constant of a 3x3 magic square, a grid where the numbers in each row, column, and diagonal add up to the same number. You guessed it, 15. Magic squares have fascinated mathematicians and mystics for centuries, and 15 holds a special place in their enigmatic world. 16 is the square of 4, 4 times 4 equals 16. And 4, as we've seen, is a number often associated with balance and stability. So 16 takes that stability and amplifies it. It's a number that represents solid foundations, strong structures, and enduring power. 17 might seem harmless, but in Italy, it's considered quite unlucky. Why? Blame it on the Romans. You see, 17 in Roman numerals is ixteenteven. Rearrange those letters and you get vixi, which in Latin means I have lived, implying death. A bit morbid for a number, don't you think? Let's end our numerical journey on a positive note, shall we? In Jewish tradition, the number 18 is seriously lucky. It's the numerical value of the Hebrew word chai, which means life. Gifts are often given in multiples of 18, and it's a number that symbolizes vitality, good health, and a long, prosperous life. 19, a prime number with an air of mystery. It's often associated with the concept of divine order in various religious texts. 19 appears in the Quran, the Bible, and other sacred writings, often signifying important cycles or events. It's a number that reminds us there might be hidden patterns and meanings woven into the fabric of existence. We've reached the end of our numerical journey, and we're finishing with 20, a number that takes us back to ancient civilizations. 20 was the base of the vigesimal number system used by the Mayans and other cultures. Why 20? Well, if you count your fingers and your toes, you get 20. It's a reminder that math is a universal language, and numbers have connected humanity across time and cultures. So there you have it, 20 fascinating facts about numbers. From 0 to 20, we've explored the cultural significance, mathematical quirks, and historical oddities of these essential building blocks of our world. For more such interesting videos, subscribe to the channel MAISFF008 and press the notify button. Share this video with your friends if you find it interesting. Explore educational videos available on the channel. There is more to explore and learn.